Dolly Parton entered the world on January 19, 1946, in a tiny one-room cabin in Locust Ridge, Tennessee, nestled deep in the Great Smoky Mountains. She was the fourth of 12 children in a family where scarcity defined every day. Her father, Robert Lee Parton, labored as a sharecropper and construction worker, his hands perpetually raw from the tobacco fields, while her mother, Avie Lee, sang to her children, transforming melodies into comfort when meals were meager. The cabin offered no electricity or running water, and winters were harsh, with ice forming on window panes and freezing nights leaving the children shivering under patched quilts. Poverty wasn't just physical, it carried shame. Despite this, the Partons' home was filled with warmth and music, planting the seeds of Dolly's lifelong passion. Music would become her escape, a source of hope beyond the cold walls of her childhood. The isolation of being different. Growing up poor left Dolly exposed to relentless judgment from an early age. At school, she faced cruel whispers and pointed fingers, her homemade dresses and worn shoes marking her as different. Other children shunned her. Teachers offered little empathy, and the humiliation of poverty weighed heavily on her young heart. These experiences of exclusion and ridicule left invisible scars that would follow her into adulthood. Yet, even amid this social isolation, Dolly found refuge in music. Singing and songwriting became her currency, a way to connect to a world that often rejected her. Every note she sang and lyric she wrote was both an act of survival and rebellion, a refusal to let circumstance define her. Music became a sanctuary where she could dream beyond the narrow boundaries of her Appalachian upbringing. A voice too big for the mountains. Dolly's musical talent emerged early, nurtured by her family's devotion to song. Her mother sang Appalachian ballads while cooking over a wood stove, and her grandfather, a Pentecostal preacher, filled the cabin with hymns on Sundays. By age 7, Dolly was already writing songs, and by 10, she performed on local radio stations in Knoxville. At 13, she appeared on the Grand Ole Opry stage in a homemade dress, trembling but determined. Despite applause, poverty remained a harsh reality. Nights were often meals of cornbread and beans, and her father carried the weight of providing for 12 children. Yet Dolly's ambition burned brightly. She loved her family, but knew the mountains could never contain her voice. Music became not just a passion, but a lifeline, the first spark of a dream she would chase relentlessly. Journey to Nashville. Dreams meet reality. After graduating high school in 1964, Dolly boarded a Greyhound bus to Nashville with $20, a cardboard suitcase, and a stack of songs. She believed talent alone would open doors, but the city of music proved unforgiving. Nashville devoured hopefuls, and Dolly learned rejection was part of the journey. She lived in a cramped, roach-infested apartment, surviving on free food and stolen ketchup packets as the shadow of childhood hunger lingered. Executives dismissed her as too country for country music, mocking her high-pitched voice, mountain accent, and bold appearance. Every knock on a record label or publishing house seemed to echo the humiliation she had left behind. Yet even amid desperation, Dolly persisted, armed with determination and an unshakable belief in her music. Her dream demanded resilience beyond what most could endure. Porter Wagoner, opportunity and constraint. Dolly's breakthrough arrived through Porter Wagoner, a celebrated country star with a syndicated TV show. He offered her a co-host role, providing national exposure, a steady paycheck, and a platform. Yet this opportunity came with strings. Porter controlled her career, her recordings, and much of her creative output. What seemed like mentorship soon felt like captivity. Dolly was expected to remain the obedient sidekick, her identity subordinated to his vision. Over time, their professional partnership became a battleground. While grateful for the break, Dolly faced a difficult truth. To achieve success, she had to navigate not only the music industry's harsh realities, but also a partnership that constrained her spirit. This tension between gratitude and entrapment would shape her most iconic songs. I Will Always Love You. Freedom in Song. Dolly endured years of creative suffocation, yet she continued writing in the solitude of her apartment, pouring pain and longing into songs Porter would never hear. Among them was I Will Always Love You, written as both farewell and affirmation, a goodbye to a partnership that had both elevated and limited her. In 1974, she summoned courage, walking into Porter's office with her guitar. Her song silenced the room. Porter, moved to tears, agreed to let her go, though Dolly had to pay a settlement to reclaim her career. The moment marked a turning point. Liberation through artistry. Freedom, Dolly realized, was never free, but the price was worth the reclamation of her voice, and the song would become an enduring anthem of self-determination and emotional truth. Stardom and cultural impact. Once independent, Dolly's rise was meteoric. I Will Always Love You topped the country charts in 1974, introducing the world to her talent, courage, and authenticity. Iconic tracks followed. Jolene, 1973, showcased her storytelling brilliance. Here You Come Again, 1977, proved her pop crossover appeal. And 9 to 5, 1980, written for the film of the same name starring Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin, became both a chart-topping hit and an anthem of working-class struggle. Dolly's music resonated not merely as entertainment, but as a reflection of lived experience. Her songs gave voice to struggles, heartbreak, and resilience, cementing her as a cultural icon whose influence extended far beyond the country genre. Building an empire, business savvy, and Dollywood. Dolly's vision extended beyond music. By the 1980s, she launched her own production company, asserting control over her music, image, and financial destiny. She became one of the first female country artists to own her masters, a move that secured her financial independence and industry leverage. In 1986, she fulfilled a long-held dream, opening Dollywood, a theme park in her native Smoky Mountains. Critics dismissed it as a vanity project, but Dolly understood its significance. Visitors didn't just want entertainment, they wanted connection to her story, her heritage, and the mountains that shaped her. Dollywood became a regional phenomenon, employing hundreds and drawing millions of visitors annually, a testament to Dolly's vision of giving back to the community that nurtured her. Legacy beyond music, philanthropy, and cultural influence. Dolly's impact transcends charts and ticket sales. She has contributed generously to education, literacy, and health initiatives, including her renowned Imagination Library program, which provides books to children worldwide. Her persona, sparkling with rhinestones and big hair, belies a fiercely intelligent, strategic, and compassionate mind. She navigated rejection, exploitation, and grief, translating personal adversity into stories and songs that inspire resilience. From Appalachia to global stages, Dolly embodies the possibility of transforming hardship into opportunity, teaching that authenticity, hard work, and empathy can build not just wealth, but enduring cultural legacy. Conclusion: the woman behind the rhinestones, Dolly Parton's journey from a one-room cabin to worldwide superstardom is more than a tale of fame. It is a story of courage, perseverance, and self-determination. She turned poverty, rejection, and constraint into the foundation of a career that spans decades and genres. Behind the wigs, glitter, and iconic smile lies a woman who bore loss, navigated complex relationships, and overcame systemic challenges to claim her voice and her destiny. Her music, businesses, and philanthropy reflect the wisdom that pain can be transformed into power, and that giving back is as meaningful as rising to the top. Dolly Parton remains not only a global icon, but a living testament to resilience, proving that the most extraordinary dreams often emerge from the humblest beginnings.